May the peace and blessings be upon everybody who is watching this video. I hope you are smiling today. Today I wanted to just share a message with you guys about a way that you may be causing your own delay in the blessings that God has for you. One of the ways is a really common way, which is just sharing good news with friends and family, or just people, people. You're sharing your good news, you're sharing your plans, your good plans that are going to benefit other people. That is one of the ways that you could be delaying God's blessings on your life. Remember my other videos, I talk about monitoring spirits. When they hear your plans, a lot of times they will go into the spiritual realm. They're spiritual, so they're in the spiritual realm. They come in the form in the earthly realm as well, but it's usually through people. They could come through animals and things like that. Your electronics. Don't tell your plans, and that's not simple. I'm saying that, but that's not simple. Don't tell your plans. Try in the best way that you can. You may try and share some of your ideas, but even then, and this is not easy to do, guys. It's not easy to tell someone who really likes you and you really like this person, and that you're just sharing your information with, because this is very common. Most people do it most of the time, where you're just casually talking with someone and you're telling them your plans. A lot of the times, this is your plans are what God dropped right down inside of you. Most of the time, you should wait until whatever your ideas are off of the ground. Wait until they are fully, like, in full bloom, where you're at a level where it can't really be stopped, so while you are building your foundation, don't stop sharing so much information, because monitoring spirits, demons, Satan, they will throw all kinds of things in a way, all kinds of distractions, they will have you messed up. And like I said, they're relentless. They do not care if you're ignorant. They don't care if you're not ignorant. They don't stop, because why? They made a plan. They told God their plan, that they're going to take down as many people with them as they possibly can. And if you are feeling frustrated and you just give up, they love stuff like that. They will cause all kinds of, like I said, distractions and delays in your plan, simply because you're telling them, and you're not even telling them, and you're not even telling other people in like an arrogant way or anything like that. Another way is a way that sometimes it can't be helped. And Cassie, I'm talking to you about this one. But I also hope that it helps other people who will see this video, maybe now, maybe in a year from now, that other times that delays could be happening in your life is sometimes you can't help the delay. If you get a phone call, say, and the person says, bring your paperwork in, you've been accepted to move into this house, this apartment, or whatever, on this date. Monitoring spirits are listening to that. They're going to try and throw in as many delays as they possibly can. For example, if you need to send emails to the office, they will make sure those emails are not sending. They will make sure that everything that they can possibly throw in the way gets in your way. And that is to me like one of the things that's kind of unavoidable. But what you have to do, what you would need to do, is make prayer a part of your life. And prayer doesn't always look like kneeling down on the side of your bed with your fingers, crossed together and praying to God. That's not what it always looks like. It's your relationship with God. And relationship looks like you standing at the gas station pumping your gas, thanking God. You don't have to be out loud looking like you're not right, but you know in your mind what you're saying to God, and God knows what you're saying in your mind to him, but thanking God for his provisions in your life. And even if you feel like he hasn't provided for you, he has. You're alive, you're out there, you're pumping your gas, so you want to make sure you're in relationship with him and always talking to him. So you would need to make this a way of life, just constantly staying in that relationship with God. And like I said, that could look like you standing at the gas pump thanking Him for the clothes that you have on. Maybe it's not even the right season. It could be winter, but you have on summer clothing because you can't afford winter clothing. But you still want to thank Him for that. Just because anything that you're grateful for, He's going to grow it for you. Okay? So, and that sounds selfish, but it's true. Like, the more you're showing your gratitude, not, oh, I thanked Him last week. I've said this in my other videos. It's not just a one-time thing. You need to be in relationship with Him. This is what keeps you covered and protected, you know? So that was the one unavoidable way. Sometimes you need to take phone calls and you have to speak with whoever you're speaking to. But a lot of times that causes delays. Sometimes the person who's supposed to push your paperwork, process your paperwork, they'll sit on it. Whether they think it's important or not, they'll just be sitting on it. One way that you would need to combat that is through your prayer, because we always ask God for things. Oh, I prayed for this, I prayed for that, and God didn't give it to me. We haven't really learned in life. There's also an added way to prayer where you pray down these monitoring spirits and these demons, where you say with your own mouth that they're demoted and that God has all the power and that they don't. Like I told y'all before, they do not have the power to hang on for that long. They can cause delays, but they don't have any power. They don't. And your faith is the thing that carries you through. God loves to see when you have so much faith in Him, He'll do it for you. And sometimes it's not exactly in the time that you want it to be in, but is always exactly on time. And I know you guys know that saying, but it's true. It's always exactly on time. Yeah, I did want to share that. So whoever's sharing too much information and not understanding why things are going left, that's why. That's why. Don't share so much information. And I know it feels good to tell good things that's going on in your life. And sometimes, even if you don't want to tell good things, sometimes we feel under pressure for those people who, those people who they don't care about your boundaries. They're going to press on you and pry in your life. And it's kind of hard to wiggle out of that, especially if you're in a family dynamic where you're the runt kind of thing, where you're just going to get dogged on no matter what. Sometimes it's kind of hard to be in those situations where you don't want to tell everything, but they're pressuring you, maybe friends, family, colleagues, I don't know, whoever is pressuring you because they're expecting you to do what you usually do, which is tell all your business, tell your information. Try to do something that I used to do. I don't do this so much anymore because people are not on me so much anymore. I used to say, you know what, I used to plan, but I don't plan anymore. God has a plan, and I'm just going to go for what He tells me to do day by day. I would wiggle out of answering questions like that all the time, where I was in a place where I felt my self-esteem was too low to say, like, well, I don't want to talk about it, or I don't care to share that information. That was too blunt, too harsh for me to say. So I would just say, you know what, I make plans, and I would laugh about it, like God laughs at those plans, and He usually has something different for me. And I tell them I don't really have any plans anymore, just because it seems like God's changing things up on me all the time, and I'll just let God surprise me. Like, I would just lay it on God, just lay it on Him. Doesn't care if it looks funny to them, sounds funny to them. I don't care if I didn't care if they would turn my nose up. But that was the way I would wiggle out of telling my business to people, because I noticed it would cause delays, or it would not happen at all. And I'm just like, there has to be a better way. But people will, because dirty spirits come through those people, and they will try and apply pressure on you. And so I guess those are three ways: the people who try to put pressure on you to tell what your plans are, or what your business is, or what's going on. And then there's the casual conversations where you're actually not thinking anything of it, and you just want to share whatever good news is going on. And then there are the unavoidable conversations where you will receive a phone call, and you have these monitoring spirits that are just lingering around, and they want to do everything they can in the spiritual realm. Remember, everything starts in the spiritual realm first, and this is why we want to battle spiritually first, so that everything good in the spiritual realm will happen for us in this earthly realm. Also, a good thing to do is some research, because I'm not going to tell everything here, is learn how to bring those blessings down out of the spiritual realm. Bring them down. Learn how to pray, not just, God, can you give me this? Can you give me that? I really need help with this. Really need help with that. Because He's already said yes. He's already said yes. He needs your faith to be stronger. Yeah. And He's already said yes. But you also need to learn how to talk to these dirty demons that are, they're sitting around us all the time, waiting for something that they could just block and chop up and cause all kinds of frustrations, either through other people, your own family members, your own friends, whether it be with your cell phone, your car, doesn't matter what it is. They're waiting to try and make you frustrated, and they want to see you break because they plan on taking you with them, because they made a promise to God. Remember that. They made a promise to God that they want to take as many people down with them as they possibly can before the end of time. And we all know now is the end of time. It really is. It's been the end of time for like years. Now really is the end of time. We have to get our faith, like we have to believe stronger and harder, and a lot of times that means walking alone. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Cassie, take notes. Stop telling all your business. Wiggle out of it. Put it on God. Say, you know what, God has his plans, and we'll see what happens from day to day. So I wanted to share that message. I may upload another video today or tomorrow, I'm not sure, but I hope somebody can learn something from this. This is very valuable. Help your own self. Help yourself get further. Pray for discernment. Pray for wisdom. Pray for continued protection. God gives these things to us, but also God has a plan, and then the demons have their plan, and they're always trying to throw some kind of counterfeit in there to make you go sideways. So I want to thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you learned something valuable from it. Give this video a thumbs up. Whether you learned something from it or not, somebody else will learn something from it. If you give it a thumbs up, somebody else will see this video, and maybe they can learn something from it. Ultimately, I hope everyone learns something from it. So take care until my next video.